Hi, welcome to part 3 of Corona Composure. Our focus is on self-awareness and self-leadership in order to help us travel better in this extraordinary new world and for people managers to be able to lead better also. Last week I made quick reference to the mind-body loop. In fact, our thoughts and our feelings are inextricably linked to each other. Our prefrontal cortex, the most sophisticated part of our thinking brain, actually has loops with the amygdala that only very recently have been understood to be connected with each other in neural pathways rather than to be distinct parts of the brain in the way that it's been taught by neuroscientists and pseudopsychologists in the past. What that means for us is that our thoughts basically influence our feelings, which in turn influence our thoughts again. Let me give you a simple demonstration. Suspend disbelief and imagine we all have children, that they are school-age children, and that they're still going to school. Imagine someone says to you, "You want it on the phone, it's the school." You may immediately then think, "Oh no, something's happened," with the resulting feelings of either anxiety or concern. Let's shamelessly re-engineer the situation ever so slightly and imagine that you rang the school yesterday in order to ask them where they were at in providing online material for you to use with your children at home during the isolation period. Slightly different situation. You're wanted on the phone, it's the school. You think, aha, they're returning my call. The resulting feeling is one of being pleased or relaxed. What makes the difference between anxious and concerned to pleased or relaxed? Not the antecedent event, which is effectively the same, but really the belief we hold about the situation, which results in C, the consequential feeling. Ironically, what we have to do, and I mentioned this briefly last time, is turn up these thoughts. Once we start to feel this sense of churn, edit them, rewrite the script, and then dial them down again. Let me give you a couple of examples. We all probably saw the Bondi Beach scenario a couple of weeks ago that gave rise to much stricter prohibitions by the government when they saw that people weren't heeding the message around physical isolation. I was very pleased to be in Victoria at the time and convinced it couldn't happen here until we saw pretty much the same scenario with people sitting on St Kilda Beach, except that they were sitting cheekily in front of the sign reminding them to practice social distancing, albeit with a typo in the sign. So, what we had might have been a situation where you said to yourself, "Oh my God, I feel so humiliated. It was one of my kids that was caught sitting on the foreshore when that photo was taken. I am such a lousy parent." A different version of the same scenario could be, "My kid was snapped at the beach and being there was genuinely irresponsible." Yes, they wouldn't be the first kid who was stereotypically foolish, invincible, and had a desire to flout authority. I am a good enough parent. We just need to make sure they've all heeded the message now and hope that nobody else pays for their actions. A second example could be, "This is going to be just awful. I feel like a caged animal at home and it's only going to get worse. I'm barely coping now and this could go on for months." A different variation on that theme could be, "It is true that this has actually been testing. And I think we've all identified that we weren't as prepared for it as what we might have been had we known something like this could occur. I'm coping reasonably well most of the time, and every day we're getting more and more comfortable with the systems we have in place. It might be difficult at times, but we will get through it." So my invitations to you on the basis of this thought-feeling nexus are these. When we find ourselves experiencing strong negative feelings, tap into them, dial them up, apply some critical thinking and rationale to them, edit the script, and then dial them down again. Don't try to negate what's real or rational in the situation. And you'll notice I didn't do that with the examples I gave you. Just see through the awfulizing and catastrophizing moments. and come up with something that's more sound, more sensible, more grounded in order to feel better by thinking straighter. Number 3, remind yourself about all of those moments in the last couple of weeks where we've actually been doing well. Reminding yourself that you can cope and you will get through it is certainly helpful, rather than only remembering those moments where we fell short of our own expectations. Part of the overwhelm and those feelings of anxiety come about because we feel a loss of control, a lack of choice, pronounced uncertainty, and a loss of confidence in ourselves, in the organisation we work for, or in the world at large. Do things that actually restore your sense of choice. Work on your confidence, work on your own competence, and do healthy, productive things that make you feel more comfortable. Speak soon.